Hey, hello everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Mystics Outlook, the first of the season. We got Cardell W. Jr. To the left of me, Wilson Turpay Jr. And, the Mystics was the second. This was their second preseason matchup, their first home. The Mystics beat the Lynx today, 78-66, in what looked like a preseason game. Everything that you typically expect out of a preseason game. There was some sloppiness, some good things as well. But Cardell, I just want to hear what you took from today's game.
I mean, like I said, a typical preseason game. I was just looking to just see which players are rounding in the shape, rounding in the form. Not necessarily everybody kind of be at, full mode and mid-season form right now. There were some bright spots, but there's a lot of sloppy play, and you still see players trying to get integrated with film one another. Like Rui, it was literally her first game on U.S. soil, and she just got off the plane yesterday. Today she's playing. But she picked, like Sabal said in locker, she picked things up fast, and she looked like she been here the whole entire preseason. She definitely played well. Obviously, coming out of the spring pick and roll situation, pick and pop situation, some of her teammates weren't ready for her passes and her speed. Those are things they got to get used to. And then Atkins after the game, she said that she said her speed. She said she got down the court in literally 2 or 3 seconds, and when it was 4 seconds left at the end of the quarter. And she said she's faster than Tosh with the ball, and that's saying something. You know what I mean? So they say Atkins said she had. I don't think they played since she's been here with a point guard that fast in a long time. So that's another added dimension. Like one woman fast break, you could just get rid of rock and she can make something happen. So that's just something they have to get acclimated with, man. But obviously it was good seeing the Deladon back. According to Ball and Atkins, she played pain free, which is like the first time prop. Man, I can't even say the first time since the championship year, man. She was in pain then. She just toughed it out. But it's just good to see her running in the form and to see her, just she's still knocking the rust off, but just to see her kind of show signs of Deladon, and it's crazy that a Rusty Deladon is 24 and 4 or 8 on 9 and 13 shooting, but that just tells you why she's one of the greatest ever do it. I know Hazard didn't score the ball, but she did all the dirty work rebounding the ball. The Cloud was lights out from the outside. She gonna shoot like that. I feel sorry for opposing teams. They're doing everything. She's doing Shatori off the tempo, doing what Shatori does. Being crafty on defense, outside, knocking down shots, being tougher than what she looks. It was just good. Shakira Austin, 8 points, 13 rebounds. You could see her talent, man, with her speed and athleticism and the combination of speed, athleticism, and size. But you can see that the game is fast for her. It's very fast, and she's trying to figure it out. But when the game slows down for her, it's gonna be problems. She still has to work on when they pass her the ball, when she picks and pop and making something happen off the bounce, and knocking down shots. But she shows she has a short touch, soft touch, in the paint and in the mid range and stuff like that, out of the post. So I like the way she ran the floor, blocked shots, and she could have had 20 rebounds and she, like the ball said, got both hands on the ball instead of trying to tip it. Obviously that's thing she got to learn. That's not gonna work in the W. But all in all, man, Minnesota side, I hear Sylvia Fowles was going tired in the season. Yeah, 16-8 and 15. She still looks like Sylvia. I'm not sure why she's going to retire, but maybe she'll change her mind. But she still has an impact player, man. So she earned the right to do whatever she want to do. She's the first time Hall of Fame. So, but all in all, I was just trying to watch the plays to see how they flow. I'm not going to take too much into it because it's exhibition. We get started on May 6th.
Yeah, piggyback what you're talking about. That's pretty much bottom line of things I had to talk about in terms of this game. Talked to a couple folks after the game, so share some of that stuff. About Lena's. I asked Lena about her base. How she's been talking about the work she's put into her base. And she was just talking about she liked the process of where she's at today. It did feel good. she was happy with the team defensively. I asked both Natasha and Shatori about the ball pressure of the guards today, and they were talking about that's been a heavy emphasis. One of the things Shatori was talking about was, she's looking forward to when they get Elizabeth Williams here. To paraphrase a little bit, she was just like, it's easier for guards to press up and pressure and do things of that nature when you got folks like Elizabeth and Shakira back there that are ready to play volleyball with folk shots. But everyone seemed to be happy. I asked all three players about Rui. All of them very, very happy with their praise. So about her ability to pass the ball, like we talked about Cardell, and her pace. But yeah, it's a big game. It looked like it at times. It was good to see several players that returned from injuries on both teams back. So that's kind of what I had to take away from. I know they got one more. I think they got another preseason game on the 30th. Could be wrong. I think against the Liberty.
The 30th against the Liberty. Saturday at 3 p.m.
And then after that, practices or whatnot next week, and it's go time, like Cardell said on May 6th. But I was definitely impressed with Rui to be dropped into this situation, and she was fine. And I'm sure her teammates will get used to playing with like you said, Cardell, it's a luxury. You got 2 point guards who like to push the pace. You gotta love it because we've seen it times in the past. Sometimes, Tosh pushes the pace when Tosh comes out, pace slows a little bit. I don't know if that's going to be an issue here.
And also, both point guards are menaces defensively.
Oh yes.
You can't ignore that, man. That's what I'm most excited about Rui, because we saw what she did in the Olympics. She got USA point guard as hell. She getting fit, so I'm glad she's on our side, man. One of the reporters from over there as post game tonight, this afternoon, with Sabal, like, do you feel she's a WNBA player? And he was funny because he's like, I wouldn't have signed her if I think she's a WNBA player. He's like, clearly I do, right? But it was all in jokes and fun, man. But the way she picked things up, it was like, man. So when she masters things, it's gonna be crazy. But I like that she's small, but she's tough. And you know what I always say about small point guards. I'm like, man, you gotta close the deficit with your lack of size, with pressure in the ball. Yeah. If players feel like they can dribble on you and you small, that's a problem. Because you really not, there's no presence, there's no impact on that end. And if there's no impact on that end, it's going to be problems for your team. So, or there's always be compromises, and it's going to stretch the defense for your team. So, that's all the things I'm looking at, man. But I'm just looking at it. We're looking at them around in the state, and you get healthy and start this run.
Yes, sir. So if there's nothing else to add, we'll see you guys soon on Saturday. Cardell mentioned if we're able to watch the game, we'll be here on Mystics Outlook. And then, of course, obviously, we'll be in the building on May 6th. And, stay tuned for things like, post-practice stuff of that nature throughout the season. Times we show up at practice, hop on here and talk about it at times. So, for Cardell and myself, you guys have a great day. And it was definitely fun to watch a preseason game, especially in person. It was good to be back in the ESA as well. Y'all have a great day.